Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. Welcome to the fifth day of 60 Days of DevOps with Vikash series. So this session is going to be as a continuation of day 4. So I will highly recommend you to watch the day 4 of this lecture before coming into this. So you can press on the I button so that you can watch that video first before coming here. And coming to the fourth lecture, I would recommend you to watch this complete series from day 1 to it is going to be till 60 days. So I will recommend you to go and watch from day first before coming to here. That will really help you to build your basic. So now just a quick reminder in case you haven't subscribed this YouTube channel, please do subscribe and also press the bell icon so that you will get notified with the upcoming videos of 60 days of DevOps with the Vikas series. So now let me give you a quick recap of what are all the things we have seen in the day 5. So that is what we do in all of our video. We revise the previous things topic first before getting into the current. So we have seen various topic and we have seen real-time commands, like we have seen what is AWSCLI, how to install AWSCLI on Mac on Windows, how to verify installation on Mac and Windows, how to configure AWSCLI from scratch, how to create custom AWS profile, security best practices and environment variables, AWS CLI basics, how the command is made, how it is broken into different part, how we have seen so many automation thing. We have done so many automation using CLI commands, like we have performed till now everything, every single thing on EC2 instances which can be done using this AWS CLI. So I am highly recommending you to go and watch that this video before getting into the day 5 so that it will be very easy for you to understand the command first. Now without any further ado, let's get started with the day 5. So we will see basically now today everything about how we can manage the S3. All the operation we do through console, we will do the same using AWS CLI, so that we will come to know how how time saver it is going to be. We have seen in the last session how important and powerful this tool is. So in in this section, basically I'm going to start using it Amazon S3. Basically Amazon S3 is nothing but a cloud storage service. It is a cloud storage service. So now I am going to show you various things from the console first. Then we will try to automate those all things using AWS CLI command. So stay till the end. You will see so many surprises in the last of the video, and this is very real time things. Okay, so don't miss the end. Now let's go to the console. So once I'm here, how I can create a S3. In the top, you have to search for S3. Click on buckets. Once you are here, you have to click on create bucket. Right now I do not have any buckets available. Here I'm going to create a bucket. You can provide the name of the bucket. This should be globally unique. Okay, it should not contain any spaces or any uppercase letter. All will be in a smaller case. You can choose the reason from here. By default it is choosing this US East one. I will keep it as it is. You can block all the public accesses also, or you can unblock. So I'm going to keep it as it is. So now I have clicked on this create bucket. Once this bucket will get created, this is your particular bucket which you have created. Just click on this, and here you can see there is an option of uploading. So what you can do, you can click on this upload. You can go to this add. I will go to documents, and here I will create a folder called, okay. Once I have created this folder, because that was recent, so you can't create folder there. Once you are here, you have to do what, you have to put some file here. I am going to copy this and I have pasted it here. Let's go to this again, back to the S3. Click on add file, go to documents. This is the folder which we have created, right? Open this folder, select this file, and once you will select this, you can see now what you have to do, you have to click on upload. So what it is trying to do, it is trying to upload the file. Once you will close this, You can see the file here, right, from the local. So in the same way your Google Drive work, like on the mobile phone you are using, all the photos are getting in sync with that particular storage account. So that is also a storage account of Google. In the same way you are having this AWS S3, so S3 bucket. So like this we can upload our files and folders. So now what I'm going to do, you can create folders here. Like if you will click on this folder, this is the name of the folder, you can provide it anything. So this is how you can create the folder also. Now I will do what, I will try to move this file to the folder. So whatever single thing you are watching here, I am going to automate this using AWSCLI. So just bear some time with me. Just click on that, go to action, and here you can see this option move, and here it will ask you where do you want to move. Here you can choose your particular S3 bucket, sorry, this particular folder. So this is my destination where I want to move this file. Once you are here, you have to click on this move button. Moving means it will cut the data from here and it will paste at certain location. So now our file is here. Now what I will do, I will delete this folder manually. How I can delete this, just select the particular file, click on delete, and here you have to type something. Like you can see, you have to type permanently delete. So either you can copy paste from here instead of writing. So this is a very important thing. Like before deleting anything, you can understand either this is mandatory or not, like it is important or not. I mean, just click on delete object. Now you can see the file has been deleted which we have uploaded. Once you will go back, you can see now we will try to delete this folder as well. Click on delete again, permanently delete, and now we will delete the S3 bucket also. Just select this bucket, click on delete, and here you have to provide the name of the bucket which you want to delete. So this is my name of the bucket. So now we do not have any bucket left here. So the same thing we will try to achieve using AWS CLI. So for that, what we have to do, we have to go to the documentation, and here if you will list it down here only using the AWS CLI with AWS services, here you can see you have the Amazon S3 option available. So here you can see how you can list out all the buckets and object. So if you will open in a new tab, so this is the command guys, AWS S3 ls. So this will help you to list out all the present bucket into your account. So let's go back to the terminal. Let me clear this AWS S3 ls. So right now we do not have any buckets available, so that is why it is showing empty. Now what I will try to do, now I am going to create a bucket. How I can create that, if you will go back here, you can see there is a command to create a bucket, that is AWS S3 MB, and you have to pass the name of the bucket. So how you can pass the name, if you will click on this, you will get to know. So let's try to do the same thing into terminal. To create the bucket, AWS S3 MB make bucket, I guess, and here you have to provide the name of the bucket which you want to create. Once you will hit, if you will go here, you can check, just refresh this page, you can see the bucket into the console. Just click on buckets. So here it's created, right? You can check from here also. Again you can use the same command, AWS S3 ls. So there is only one bucket available currently in my account. So now what I will do, if I want to list some content of this particular bucket, we have a command for that also. Like we have to do AWS S3 ls in the name of the bucket. So whatever files and folder or any data contained present inside the folder, it should list. So right now this bucket is empty. See, so that is why we won't be able to see anything. Now we will do what, we will try to copy some data from local to the S3 bucket. So currently you can see this is the file. I want to copy this file from local to the S3 bucket, correct? And if you will see here, we do not have anything into this bucket. So We will do what? We will create a folder also, and in that folder we will try to copy this data. So how can we do that? So for that, basically what you have to do, we have a command of aws s3 copy, aws s3 cp, which file you want to copy, just provide the source and what is the destination. Okay, and here you have to provide the folder name. What should be the folder name? Let's put the same name, and into the folder name you can provide the name, like it will copy this file, just copy this file, content of this file to here. If you will not provide any name, it is going to copy the same name there. Okay, so you can keep it as it is, just hit enter. So you got something like that. Now one way is we can list out all the thing from here also. How we can do that? aws s3 ls, and then the name of the bucket and the folder, or you can just hit enter here only. So see, this is the folder which is present there. If you want to check, list out all the item inside the folder, you have to write the folder name also. Let me check. Okay, so now we are inside this folder, and now we are able to see this data. Let's try to see the same thing onto the console itself, whether it is available or not. Let's click on this bucket, and here you can see the folder is available, and this is what we have copied through CLI. Now we are going to watch something important now. Let me make you understand first what we are going to do. We will see this sync local folder to AWS S3. What we will try to be, what we are basically trying to achieve here. This is your local system. It is having some folder. Okay, this folder is having certain data that we will do what? We will try to sync with the S3 bucket. Okay, whatever files and data you will be keeping here, it will get in sync with the S3 bucket. Okay, so this is what we will try to achieve now. So now we would be needing a local folder. So I think this is fine. We can make use of this folder only, which we have created in the day 4 AWSCLI test. So here, what is the command to sync? For that, let's go to the documentation. So here you can see there is option of sync object. So for copying object and all, we have already seen that. So this is the command AWS, then this is the command, this is the sub command, and these are the option available. You have to define the source, means some folder, and here you have to define the target. Basically this is going to be the S3 location or S3 locations folder. So this is an example, you can check. This is the directory available in the local, and this is the directory available on the S3. So let's try to sync that. How we can sync? Let's go to the terminal first, and here we will use the command aws s3 sync. And here, what is the folder name I want to sync? That is, so I think for that we have to go once back, and now we can type the command aws, or you could have given dot dot slash. Okay, aws s3 sync, and what is the folder name? aws cli test. I want to sync with this buckets, and let's take the same bucket name aws cli test. So basically this is the source and this is the destination. To make it sync, just click enter. So whatever things were available here into the this particular folder has been synced with the this folder. It will create the folder and it will upload the file also. So let's try to verify using command line first, because we are currently learning this, how we can list out all the things. What is the folder name? When you will hit enter, just do ls, sorry, Let's go to the console, and if you will refresh here, just go back, and here you can see it has created this AWS CLI folder. Into the AWS CLI folder, we are having some data, the same data which were present inside the folder. Correct. So what was the folder name? AWS CLI. Currently it is having single data. Now what I am going to do, I am going to create again a file, demo.txt. I have created this file again, and what I will do, I will again try to run the sync command. So it is happening because we are inside this file. So for that, what you can do, I think let's go back. Okay, so now if you will go back to the S3, and I'm going to refresh this, you can see the second file is now also available from the local to the S3 bucket. So now what I'm going to do, I will delete one file. There are two files available. Let's go to the, I'm going to delete this file, demo file, and let's run the sync command again. Before running this, let's go one step back. So it should do what? What is the expected behavior? It should delete the file also from the S3, correct? Because we have deleted the file from local. So let's try to sync and let's see if any changes are there. So it has done nothing. Let's check on the S3. Okay, so it has not deleted the, it has not synced the deleted file. So this is a expected behavior. Okay, to sync the deleted file also, what you have to do, you have to provide an option called hyphen hyphen delete. Once you will put this hyphen hyphen delete, the deletion and all deleted file also will get in sync. So let's try this. Use the same command, hyphen hyphen delete, hit enter. Now when you will go to the S3 bucket, it's been deleted. So think of a scenario. Okay, so I have created a file, and again I'm going to copy this to the S3 bucket. Once it's been copied, let's try to list it out. AWS S3 ls, whatever inside this, just list it down. So we can see these are all the files which has been copied to the S3. So suppose now what will happen accidentally what happened, I have deleted this file from local. Suppose I am going to delete this file from local, so nothing is there. But if we will go to the AWS console, into this particular folder we have this file, but from local I have lost this file. So in that case, how can I recover this file? So in that case, what you have to do, you have to change the command in this way. AWS S3, you have to sync, you have to sync reverse, sync in reverse, sync, and here you have to provide what? S3. So for doing this, let's get back outside of the folder. This is empty currently, right? Now let's run the command AWS S3 sync. This is for what? We are recovering the data which we have lost in the local, but it is stored into the S3. So we can sync and get the data from the S3. So let's put the location, and here we have to provide AWS CLI test. Whatever data is present there, put it into the current directory, not current directory, just put it into this my directory. If we were in that directory, we could have given dot, but right now we are outside. So now if you will go to AWS CLI test, we have got the file by syncing. How we can delete a file from S3? So how we can delete a file from S3? So let's get back to the document. Here you have something, delete object. Deleting bucket means you are deleting the complete S3 bucket. So using this command you can delete. Okay, you have to provide the target. Okay, what is the file you want to delete? So let's test it out. AWS S3 RM, AWS S3 RM, and here you have to provide the complete path of the file. How I can get the path of the file? Let's go to S3, click on this object, take this URI. You can see this is the name of the bucket which we were using, and this is the folder name, and this is the file name. So the same URI which we will be taking, paste it here, enter. Now it is showing it has been deleted from the S3. So now if you will click on this folder, and you can see this is empty now. So deletion, we have seen deletion of object also. Now what we will see, we will try to move a folder from local. Moving means we will cut the file from local and paste the file into this S3 bucket in simple word. So for that, what we have to do, you have a command. Like right now we have just a single file. So this one from the local, I'm going to move it to the S3. So the same command again, AWS S3 move, and you have to put the name of the file. So like we have seen the copy, correct? So you can move the file first. Let me show you. So you are going to move this file to S3. This is the name of the bucket. This is the name of the folder. And once you will hit enter, and you will do ls in the local, you can see now this is empty, means it's been moved. Now once you will go to the console, and if you will refresh here, you can see the file. Now let's do one thing, let's move the file from S3 to local. For that, what you have to do, AWS S3 move. Now the source is going to be changed. Source is from where you are getting the file, S3. What is the folder name? What is the file name? So this is going to be the file. Or you can take everything also. If you will not provide here any name, it will take everything from there and paste it. And where do you want to copy? Here, just put. When now you will do ls, you can get the file here, but when you will go to S3, it is completely moved. Okay, now what we will see, we will try to delete this bucket. Okay, before that, let me show you one thing. By let me move this file first. I'm again moving this file to the S3. Okay, what I wanted to explain you, if you will have some file in the S3 bucket, and if you are trying to delete the bucket, it won't get deleted. So to delete the bucket, let's check the command to delete the bucket. I will put these all links into the video description. Make sure you can take the reference from here. So you have to put this remove bucket command RB, and this is the example you can see. Okay, so currently our bucket is having some file, but I am going to delete the bucket. So let's see the reaction. AWS S3 RN RB, and here you have to provide the name of the bucket. Let's see. So you got a error, remove bucket failed, because the bucket you tried to delete is not empty. So in that case, you have to delete the file first, then you have to delete the bucket. This is the expected behavior. So but if you find that, if you found that those files are not at all necessary, so what you can do, you can run the same command, AWS S3 remove bucket, and you can put it here force. It will delete the files also. It will delete the files first, then it will delete the bucket. Let's check. Once this is done, when you will do AWS S3 ls, you can see it doesn't list any bucket. Let's try to check here in the console. You can see there is a known error. Once you will refresh, it is saying like this bucket is completely removed into the bucket list also. There is no any bucket. So that's the most of the thing I wanted to cover today. Hope you have enjoyed the session. Please comment down if you have any queries, and must like, comment, and do like, comment, and subscribe to support me, so that I will be bringing soon the day 6 of this particular video. Thank you so much for watching.